Let's get one thing straight. You clicked because this title claims being bad at guitar is actually a good thing. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds like a desperate excuse for mediocrity. But I'm about to prove that my own incompetence is actually my greatest asset. And if you think that's just my ego talking, well, you clearly haven't seen a lot of my content. About a year ago, I had this manic idea to start a guitar channel. I just started playing, I had zero skills, a few decent guitars, and an ego the size of a stadium. I had figured I'd document the train wreck. And fast forward to today, and well, somehow over 1,000 of you poor souls have subscribed to watch me stumble. It's a beautiful thing, really. A community built on the shared understanding that most of us have no idea what we're doing. But for every 100 of you who get it and enjoy taking this journey with me, there's always that one guy in the comments who thinks he's the guardian of the fretboard. Why do they care so much that I'm terrible? And more importantly, why should it bother me in the slightest? So today we're going to do a dramatic reading of my hate mail. We're going to dissect the fragile ego of these trolls, and by the end I'm going to tell you exactly why being bad at something is the most rock and roll thing you can do. Let's take a look at the exhibits, shall we? Exhibit A. Would have been better to have a real guitarist demo the tones. I mean, define real. I exist, I occupy space, I just pay my taxes, and I'm willing to wager I'm significantly more real than your girlfriend. Let's move on to the next one. Might want to focus a bit more on your guitar playing. Just saying. Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. I mean, next time you'll tell me Water is Wet and Coldplay makes music for people who think elevator music is just too aggressive. Okay, here's another gem. You can't even play guitar at a basic level. All your advice can't be properly demonstrated. False. I mean, I play at a basic level perfectly. I can strum open chords with the authority of a god. It's explicitly the levels above basic where I crash and burn. So your premise is flawed, but I admire your confidence. And speaking of confidence, keep analyzing my technique and maybe one day you'll analyze why nobody likes you. Or what about this one? So please, spare us the guitar playing. No? You have a mute button. Use it. It's a little speaker icon, usually located right next to your sense of entitlement. And finally, I don't know why you even have a channel. You clearly suck at guitar. And there it is, the $1 million point. Why do I even have a channel? Well, clearly to piss you off. No, here's the reality. When I do a tone demo, I might cram like 10 different riffs into a single video, and some of them are way above my pay grade. And if I spend a week perfecting each one to please all the internet virtuosos, I'd upload a video once every leap year. I give it 15 minutes. I look up the tabs, hack through it, hit record. It's messy, it's raw. It's about as polished as Cobain's fecal matter demo tape, but it's authentic. And think about it, there are enough great guitarists on YouTube. We all know who they are. We all watch them. They bend a string and the entire room has a tiny orgasm. They could play a Radiohead song and make you cry. They even could play a Coldplay song and almost make it sound like music. Almost. But when I play it, you hear the buzz, you can hear the dead notes, you hear the struggle, you hear what the amp actually sounds like in the hands of a mere mortal, not some guitar wizard. And if you're a beginner, I'm saving you the heartbreak of realizing that a wildly expensive amp won't instantly turn you into Jimmy Page. You're welcome. And regarding the critics, if you're so good at guitar, why are you even watching a beginner tutorial on a Tuesday afternoon? Shouldn't you be on tour or teaching a masterclass? Don't you have to ask your mom to drive you to that NSL convention or write a whole Reddit post on why that one queer character destroyed that game franchise you liked? I mean, it's like Gordon Ramsay yelling at a kid for making a peanut butter sandwich. It doesn't make you look like an expert, it makes you look like a sad, lonely man yelling at a cloud. And to quote a pair of lips from the UK, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. So yeah, I didn't get instant talent, but I got progress. And when I look at my videos from a year ago, sure, I cringe, it's kind of painful, but I'm a lot better now than I was then, and that's about the only metric that matters. Look, I'm a middle-aged man with a comfortable life, a sharp tongue and very thick skin. Those comments bounce right off me. I know who I am. But imagine if I were just 20. Imagine if I were a kid posting his first cover and they came in with that toxic energy. That kid might put down the guitar and never pick it up again. And that's a level of spiritual evangelism I simply cannot abide. So here's my promise. I'm not stopping, I'm doubling down. I'm going to pour gasoline on this fire and focus even harder on the people who actually matter. Us, the beginners, the hacks, the dreamers. I will share every stumble, I will broadcast every note in high definition, and I will play songs that are criminally out of my league, and I will butcher them with the swagger of a rock god. And I will never be ashamed of it. Why? Well, because I'm having too much fun. I quit my real job just to sit in this room to make videos and argue with you degenerates in the comments. On paper, that might have been the dumbest decision of my life. In reality, it is the best. I love the process, I love the community, I love the noise. And next year, I still won't be great. I won't be shredding like Van Halen. I'll just be slightly better than I am today. And that's enough. That's awesome. So let the critics type their angry little essays. We shouldn't let miserable people decide who gets to create art, however imperfect it might be. There are no gatekeepers here. The asylum is always more interesting if it's run by the inmates. And if you suck at guitar too, wear it like a fucking badge of honor. Being bad is the first step to being good, and don't let the bastards grind you down. Now go play something terrible and share it with the world.